But we kind of specialise in web development, integration, stuff like that. We do a lot of work with CMS packages, platforms. So we've got into the composable space with things like Content4, Content Stack. We do a lot of Umbraco. But really our sort of main thing is integrating. So we have a lot of web projects that integrate with multiple systems. We've got some trade unions, some education pieces. So it's quite broad. What we're trying to focus on is aerospace, which is the airline, airports, and construction are our main ones at the moment. But yeah, because of the nature of an agency, how we get work through referral or how we get through partners, it can come from any industry. So we'll work with anyone really, but we do try and target where we have specialisms, and the nature of their workflow is that there's reams of documentation that is required for certification, people creating documents for buildings, all this kind of stuff. And there was two issues there. One is that it was creating really poor quality PDFs, so the layout was all wrong. It was putting incorrect data in. They just weren't good enough. The second was more of a requirement for signatures. So it was very manual in terms of the actual users of the system. So the end user would have to print off the documents, sign them, scan them back in, upload it. It's like, well, that's insane. So they wanted to really streamline that and do it online. And the PDF library they were using, which is PDF Sharp at the time, did not allow for that at all. So we did a research piece to say what we're going to suggest, and we reviewed various different options we could do and came up with Iron Software, the PDF library that you've got. It's IronPDF to do that. Installed it, and they've been using that successfully for 5 years now, and it's to streamline their system like completely. So their end users, the time they save is amazing, and internally they just save a whole load of time. So where it was they would spend hours working on a certification process, it's now done in minutes. So it's an actual real world time saver, money saver that they've got. So that's how we fell into it, if you like, using that. And then we've used it on other projects we've done, not to the same degree that they've had, but actually where we need to create a PDF, etc. We've done that. It's a no-brainer. It's like, well, we'll just use IronPDF then. And then I think that's where the partnership came about. You guys were looking for partners, and we were like, well, yeah, let's do that, because we use it sort of every day anyway for our projects. The big thing that they did want, and we wanted, is what was the failure of the platform that was already installed of the library, is it was an open source library, which is fine, like I'm all for open source. But the problem was that it doesn't have a team behind it that you can go to. So when we were looking originally at the issue, we went to GitHub, and it's like, well, it hasn't been updated for 2 years. Well, great, there's no updates for it. The parts of the system that we need to change, we will just need to completely rewrite. It's like, well, that's not great for us. So they wanted to know that if we put a system in, so IronPDF, that if there was an issue, well, there's a support team behind that, so we're paying for it. A lot of these companies, and we find this, and it's similar with CMS platforms and stuff like that, or any kind of software you buy, ERP, whatever. A lot of the bigger companies like to pay a license fee because they know that then there is support behind it. So open source is great, like I said, and for a certain purpose, but when you've got regulatory or compliance, you need to know that you're paying for that and you will have support for years to come. Whereas it was using an open source library that wasn't supported. So, oh yeah, 100%. I definitely recommend it, and we indirectly have done as well. So we've already said to clients often, if this is the use case, then just use this because this is the best thing that's out there. So yeah, 100% would recommend it.